Hi everyone, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I thought I'd touch base with you, see how you're traveling. Because I know many have been put back into lockdown, some people have been let out of lockdown, many have been put in Facebook jail or had their whole platforms removed. We've had our platform removed in Facebook, and then the new group I created in Facebook has now, I've now been restricted from entering it. Same with all my admin people. We can't respond to anybody or anything. That's why we're now on MeWe. So it's a crazy world. There's crazy things happening right now, but you are living at a time that's going to be remembered in history. It's this awakening process. It's this awakening of the planet. It's where we move into something better, although it looks like we're moving into communist China. I live in Victoria, and in Victoria we have, now they're saying like 0 deaths and 0 cases. I mean, I don't believe all those stats anyway, but this is what they're saying, 25 days of it or whatever it is. However, they're saying mandatory masks wearing inside. Anytime you're inside, I just got an email saying that if I go to my pool here at my complex, outdoor pool, I have to scan the app and then sit outside wearing a mask, and and I'm not allowed to go within 1.5 meters of anybody else around me if I go to the pool. So like, this is really crazy. It really feels like we are moving into communist China. But rest assured, you've got to go back and listen to something more uplifting and see the promise of what is to come, understand how everything is unfolding. But I want you to rest assured that we are moving into a better world, a more fair and just world. And this, what's going on right now, has to play out for the transition, because most of the population on the planet have been sheeple. There are some that have woken up, but sheeple are the ones that just follow without questioning. That is what we have been trained to do from the day we're born. We're told to obey authorities. You go to school, you need to not think, just recite things. The whole way we've just been programmed. And now it's time to wake up. Over the last 12 months, many people have woken up. I've woken up even more than I've ever woken up by looking further into what's been going on the planet and looking at the ridiculous lockdown measures that the whole world went under for now for something that is no worse than the common cold. If you go to the CDC site, which is the Center of Disease Control site in America, they have downgraded the COVID-19 virus to the common cold, and they've altered the statistics for the morbidity rate is now just a normal rate. So when you begin to understand what actually has taken place, you start to see how ridiculous and how stupid this whole lockdown has been, and how it has caused more harm than good. And the media have not reported on it. All of the people that have committed suicide, those that have gone into depression, those that have lost their businesses, those that have starved. I mean, there's people on this planet in third world countries that would have starved because of this lockdown. Like, just an incredible amount of inhumanity occurred because of the lockdown. But the lockdown was to start this fear-mongering and start to get control of us so that we would comply, we would submit. Well, because it's been so ridiculous, some people now have started to question, and this needed to play out this way, and many haven't questioned it. But rest assured, the best is yet to come. The best is going to be shown quickly. This whole lockdown was quick. Everything is now happening quickly. No longer do we have to wait to see what the future holds. It's unfolding right now, and it's going to be a great ending. We're going to get our happy ending. Those that are going to get the happy endings are those that have known about this underworld that has been full of evil and darkness, and that the governments are corrupt, the media are corrupt, big pharma, big tech. The whole thing is just one big program. They have been controlling and feeding us information. So if you've woken up to that, you've woken up to what's really taken place. And not all of us know exactly everything that's taken place, because some of it is too horrific. That they say that the population is only going to be shown 10% of the evil they've done, so that they wake up, because it's so evil. So we didn't even know this was happening. We didn't know there was underground tunnels that had been in each country, and they are vast, and where they traffic people and children. That there's a whole enterprise that has been happening right below us. So as they say, as above, so below. The below physical side has been removed, or it's being removed. It's so vast that it takes years to remove the trafficking, the tunnels, the horror. It takes around the world. So that is occurring right now. So if you've got that removed, and that is an energy, then above no longer has, when we live above the earth, we are no longer vibrating on that energy that was below us. It's the same within as without. So if you've got darkness inside, it will be produced outside. So this is why we are now breaking free. Once you start removing this physical side of horror, then the energetic and the spiritual side can evolve. And that is why we are going to something far more beautiful. And that has been part of the matrix, has been part of this matrix to tie us down. And you may not have known what it was or how to break free, but that is part of it. We are unsticking, unplugging, unwebbing ourselves from this matrix that's tied us down. It's taken parts of our soul. It's been siphoning our energy. It has been, control, mind control has been put over us, so that we walk around not really connected and not thinking. Well, game over. This game or this simulation, whatever it is, game over. And those that have known about it, this is going to be a joyous time for you. It's going to be a time of celebration, a time of freedom, that finally that your connection to source can be uninterrupted, that you have power to create more humanity, that this inhumanity is no longer causing you, frustration and depression. It will cause you depression if you look at it for too long. We are now going to use our power and our humanity to now heal the world and create more humanity. What a beautiful, beautiful time. So I thought I'd just touch base with you, just give you my point of view of what I know and what I've been watching, because I've watched a lot of stuff. And there's people that know more than me in the way of have had more experience and more exposure, but I've watched them lack spiritual connection. I've watched them do judgments on stuff about Trump or about how this all should be taken down, and they make judgments without the spiritual connection. And that is what I would say that the most important thing is, when you have a strong spiritual connection, that when you do your research, you get this broader understanding of that it's all fine, that even though things don't go the way you want them to, or it looks like it's not going down in the right way, your gut instincts can tell you, no, that's part of this plan. I can see how there's been traps set up. I can see the game of chess being played out. So that is, I have complete trust in this plan that Trump has created, and his team and the whole military. I have complete peace inside myself, more peace than I've ever felt. I've never felt more freedom that in my life. I felt that it's just, I'm just released from all of the things that have been tied down. And I want you to feel that way too. I want you to know that good is coming and fairness is coming. And there's Gesara and Nesara, that's the releasing of old debt that it's been imposed upon us. We've been in maritime law, and we're going to go back to common law. Maritime law is not a fair law. There's many good things that are coming, but everything needs to take place in a logical step. And because if you, like, you know yourself, you just can't tell someone that has to be shown and it has to be seen. And it's a beautiful show. It's a beautiful movie. All right. Well, anyway, I've written my blog post. I hope you enjoy reading through it. And I wish you a beautiful Christmas and a beautiful future. And trust the plan. All is well. Blessings and love. I'll see you soon.